Right. So good morning, Lisanne.
Good morning, John.
And it's so good to be here on Gould Farm with you.
It's wonderful to have you all here.
Thank you. And thanks for having all of us. Yeah, giving us the experience of spending a few days here at Gould Farm, really to get into the feel of things. And it's been an amazing experience. But just to sort of set the context for people who don't know about Gould Farm, initially, what is Gould Farm? And who are you looking after? Who are you catering for?
Well, in many ways, Gould Farm is 112 years after its founding, still doing and serving the same folks that we did over a century ago. People came to Gould Farm who were finding getting through daily life challenging, were disenfranchised from family and friends, and not everybody really understood mental health back then in the way we do today. But I think what is true today as it was then is that all of us are human beings of value and dignity and worth who are seeking connection and belonging and acceptance. And so in many ways, that's what we continue to do today, 112 years later at Gould Farm, is provide this place where people come to find those ingredients that lead to healing.
Great. And you know, whilst we've been here and chatting with people, certain words sort of come up really consistently, chatting to all the different staff members and guests. And for you, what are in sort of 2 or 3 words, what's the culture here for you?
I really think words like hospitality come to mind, belonging. We use the word community a lot, and I think for me, community really does describe those basic fundamental experiences of belonging and connection and acceptance.
Yeah. And you talk about acceptance a lot, and that's accepting people as they are. But I also get the feeling that Gould Farm is a place where people find the ability to accept themselves.
Yes, absolutely. I think a lot of the process that both guests and family partners, as well as all of us, go through is this. It sounds kind of contraindicating to say it, but it's a grieving process. Harkening back a bit to something you shared about letting go, is people come here and go through a process of letting go of their how they imagine their life would be, and have an opportunity to reform their idea and their understanding of what makes for a meaningful life, and are able to leave here then and build that life. So I think that's and we go through that grieving process because we're constantly welcoming people in and then sending people off, and in that process there's this engaging and embracing and letting go, and so there's a rhythm here to that.
And what you said also was really quite interesting. There was the acceptance is not just for the person, but there's an acceptance and a grieving for family to understand that maybe the dreams they had for this person aren't the life that person is going to have, but yet they can still have a wholesome life, making the best of what is for them.
That's right. And what we find is that families and guests, and again, all of us, the acceptance is entering into a real authentic relationship. It's not a relationship with who I think you should be. It's really a relationship now with who you are as my beloved family member, or a relationship with myself as I am, as opposed to who I thought I would be. And so the presence, the being able to be present within ourselves, with each other, all of that I think is a really important part of healing.
So there's a journey in this, getting away from the shoulds or the coulds to actually accepting what reality is. There's a big journey in that, and it's not just for the guest, but it's also for their family and friends.